It is Sunday after the Ravens preseason game. You know what that means. It's time for winners and losers. Got 5 winners, 3 losers for you. Of course, those losers come on the back half of today's show. Make sure you stick around to see who they are. But we always like to start with a little bit of positivity. That's why the winners are coming up first. 30-3 was the final of yesterday's score. But before we talk about yesterday, we got to talk about what's coming up this week, okay? We have got a lot coming. The roster goes from 90 to 53. There's going to be a ton of news, ton of things to cover, ton of things to talk about right here on the channel. If you want to be kept up to date better than anywhere else on this platform, you found it right here at the Ravens Rundown. So join us, all 100% free, won't cost you a dime. All you got to do is subscribe for daily videos on your Baltimore Ravens. My Week 3 winners start off as they should with Keyon Martin. And let's be real. I think even without that pick 6, I think he probably would have still made this list. Now, would he have been as high on this list? Probably not. Probably would have been around 2, maybe 3. But that pick 6 obviously helped. There are so many things about Keyon Martin's game that I love. I love the speed that he plays with. I love the athleticism that he plays with. I love how quick he is to get to the football, cause a pass breakup. He's never scared to tackle anybody, which I feel like has always been a problem with cornerbacks in this game and this league. They're going to have a really, really hard decision when it comes to the defensive back room. Keyon Martin, Ruben Lowry. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But Keyon Martin did not make that decision easy. With the way he ended out this preseason, playing like he did against Dallas, playing like he did against Washington this week, dude's a stud. Regardless of if he makes this roster or not, he is the #1 winner of yesterday's game against Washington. Number 2, let's talk about Tyler Loop. Loop, there it is. Loop, there it is. This guy, I mean, he is so fun. I don't think I've ever had this much fun cheering for a kicker in my life, okay? 61 yards? Tyler, are you kidding me? All I've preached for the entirety of training camp is he's got a really hard job. He's got a really, really difficult thing ahead of him. And that's replacing a guy who is a debatable Mount Rushmore Raven for some people. Okay, now I know his career didn't end the way everybody thought it was going to, off the field or on. He wasn't great last year, and since off the field, his kind of career has turned into a little bit of a train wreck. But Tyler Loop had some big shoes to fill. I'm talking leading field goal percentage in NFL history type shoes to fill. And yes, this is preseason. It doesn't count. But going 3 for 3 today, hitting from 61 is a great start. Okay? Going 5 for 6 last week, hitting multiple 50-yarders, that's a great start. Tyler Loop, keep doing what you're doing because it makes me fired up, makes me all the more confident in you that when it gets down to it, you know what? You're going to be able to hit that kick, okay? He's one of our winners. I'm about to ask you who your winners are in today's game, okay? So do what I just did. I gave you 2 of them. Get in your mind, close your eyes, picture this. Name one winner from Baltimore versus Washington in the comment section down below. Okay, I've given you 2. I'm about to give you 3 more, but you do it for me right now in the comment section. Rasheen Ali is my 3rd winner from today. Look, John Harbaugh all but pretty much guaranteed it at yesterday's press conference after the game that Rasheen Ali is going to make this final roster. I really liked Rasheen Ali last year. I'm not going to lie. Okay? And then today, or yesterday, 9 carries, 36 yards, 4 yards carry, touchdown. Like, nothing jaw-dropping, nothing crazy, but he did what he needed to do. We all knew, based on everything that John Harbaugh had said, look, this guy's probably going to make it. All you need to do is just go out there and play a good game. If he has a good game, he's good. And I think they're going to take 4 running backs. I really do. Rasheen Ali's going to be that guy. I've liked what he's shown us pretty much every week of this preseason. Yesterday was nothing different. He is my 3rd winner. My 4th winner is Jalyn Armour-Davis. I can't say enough about what JAD has been doing so far during this preseason. Just a guy who flies around the football field. A guy who makes plays. Now, I know that there are his detractors because he hasn't necessarily been able to do that or done that in regular season play so far. But you got to do it in the preseason first. Okay? You got to do it in the preseason first. 2 tackles, 2 pass breakups. He had that interception as well. He's a playmaker. He's a stud. And he's going to make it hard for them to make him off that roster as well. Again, I'll talk more about the defensive back room coming up, but like they're doing everything really, really well. And if anything, we're going to go into this 53-man roster cut down. We're going to go into that really confident in the depth that we have at this position. And I'm not just talking depth on that 53-man. I'm talking depth in the practice field as well. Because there's going to be some guys that get delegated to the practice field that have a legitimate case to make this roster. And Trenton Simpson, talk about delegation. We all remember when he got benched last season. Did not play at all in the playoffs after starting pretty much the first 14 weeks of the season. Well, John Harbaugh mentioned in the press conference, he's really proud of the steps that Trenton Simpson has taken from last year to this one. And I can see it. 2 quarterback hurries, 6 tackles, a tackle for loss, a pass breakup as well. I, right now, have more confidence in Trenton Simpson, I think, than I've ever had. Now, he's still going to have to show me it because he got that spot taken from him last year. But where we sit currently, I like what Trenton Simpson's been doing, and I'm excited to see him kind of take on that role and be the number 2 guy for certain right next to Roquan Smith. Another thing I'm for certain about is that if you give our friends over at PrizePicks a chance, you are going to love them, okay? We love having these partnerships here at Chat Sports, but the main reason we love having them is because they help you guys, our viewers, get some pretty cool free stuff. And you could get $50 in lineups when you play just $5. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. CLNS is the code. And look, this episode is brought to you by PrizePicks. Preseason football is underway and college football is here. So don't miss any of the action this season on PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the best way to win real money this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks and turn them, and in less than 60 seconds, turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on PrizePicks. It's simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could win and cash in up to 2,000 times your money. PrizePicks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Join millions of users and sign up today. And one of the reasons I love PrizePicks so much is they give you guys these awesome discounts, what they call a max discount. Game 1, Thursday Night Football, Cowboys, Eagles, all Dak Prescott has to do is throw more than a half pass yard. Basically free, right? Another thing that I kind of think is free as a Ravens fan, and as a guy who's repping Lamar on my t-shirt right now, is more than 340 and a half pass yards. And also the less for Caleb Williams. They don't just do games, they do season long. You can do anything over at PrizePicks. So download the PrizePicks app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. The link to this promo is in the comments and also in the description of today's video. PrizePicks, run your game. My first loser in our week 3 losers is Eric DeCosta. Look, I don't envy this man one bit. Him or John Harbaugh, frankly. Like, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to cut some people, especially the defensive back room, that are going to be very hard to let go of. They're going to have to do the same exact thing in the linebacker room. It's not their fault that these undrafted free agents have come out here and absolutely showed out for Baltimore. They've been phenomenal, okay? I'm talking Keyon. I'm talking Ruben. I'm talking Jalyn Armour-Davis. I'm talking TJ Tampa. For those 4 guys, there's probably 2 roster spots. Do you know how hard of a decision that is going to have to be for those guys to make? That's like almost impossible. The linebacker room as well. Chandler Martin's not making it. Jay Higgins not making it, or they're both not going to make it. You're going to have to choose one of those guys, basically what I'm saying. They have a really hard job. Roster cutdown day is coming up on Tuesday. I don't envy Eric DeCosta one bit. I want to put TJ Tampa as one of my week 3 losers. And part of this is because I thought TJ played a fine game, but I don't really want to say, I don't think he necessarily 100% flashed in this preseason like I was hoping he was going to. And we just talked about how hard that decision is going to be in the cornerback room. He had a chance to make it really easy for his spot, and I don't think he did that. Now, would I be surprised if he makes a roster? No, not at all. Not one bit. But I don't think I am guaranteeing it. I don't feel comfortable to guarantee it. And if you would have told me I didn't feel comfortable to guarantee TJ Tampa a roster spot back like a week ago, I think I would have been surprised, okay? So TJ Tampa, he had a lot of opportunities. I don't think he squandered his opportunities, but I don't think he took them by the balls either, okay? He's kind of let this preseason come to him a little bit. And guys like Ruben Lowry, guys like Keyon Martin, those are the guys we've been talking about, not TJ Tampa. Same goes for Jake Hummel, and I don't want to keep kicking a horse while it's dead, but I don't think he's going to make this roster. I think it's going to be Jay Higgins or Jalyn Martin that gets that fourth linebacker spot. I'm almost certain about it. He was a free agent signing, so he had all the headway above those two guys who were undrafted free agents, and he just has been absent, okay? He's just been absent. So Jake Hummel is my third loser because Jay Higgins and Jalyn Martin have come out in this, preseason games. They've played really great games, both of them. They made impact plays, both of them, all 3 games, okay? And so because of that, Jake Hummel falls as my third and final loser. Be honest with me. Name a loser from the Ravens and Commanders game yesterday, okay? Get in the comment section down below. Give me one. I gave you 3. It could be somebody similar if you just really, really agree. But if you disagree for some reason, that's okay. We're not going to agree on everything. Get down in the comment section and name me who you think a loser is down below. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Like I said off the top, roster cutdown day on Tuesday, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. That's when the cuts have to be in. We're going from 90 to 53. This is the best place to be for all the latest on that front. So subscribe today, and we'll see you next time.